One of the last modules I want to touch on is volunteering or freelance. Now, these are projects that are not always the easiest to find, but they give you the chance to get more experience. That's why we do it. We're looking for either stuff that is unpaid, where you're willing to work for free in order to get experience. You're looking for freelance stuff, which is paid, and you are applying for these opportunities as a freelancer, or you're potentially building your own projects, at which case there's more experience there, right? We've already covered that. In terms of unpaid projects that require no previous experience, they're becoming harder to find because, of course, AI tools are making it a heck of a lot easier to do a lot of the stuff that used to be done purely by unskilled or less skilled, experienced people. So, examples of different types of opportunities that require little or no experience. That's an internship, and there's literally hundreds of possibilities and permutations of different types of internships. There is specific to probably blockchain, crypto, and Web3 community contributor or ambassadors. There's content creators, which can go into all sorts of verticals and industries. And then there's just kind of your crazy promoter type thing, which is referral marketing, affiliate marketing, or just pushing out stuff on SoMe. Whether it's required of you or asked of you or not, you can actually just build content referencing a brand. Super interesting stuff. But again, this is stuff that requires zero experience and you can get right into it. It is becoming harder to find those. So maybe you're looking to get more stuff into your portfolio, which requires some experience. Usually, people are looking for very specific projects for somebody to help out on. This is ultimately like Startup 101, lots and lots of stuff to do, lots of hats to be worn, and willing to go in and say, hey, for the first month, 3 months, whatever it is, I can do design, I can do social media, I can do outreach, I can do events, I can develop on the front end, whatever the case is. That is a foot in the door opportunity. Doesn't always end up working out. The goal is to get feedback while you're building so you're able to take something with you and be able to show, hey, I've done this professionally. In terms of unpaid projects that require people with the most amount of experience, and I'm talking 5 to 10 years plus, you can always jump into advisory slash mentor roles within groups, networks, and specifically accelerators. I can't tell you how many experienced people I've come across as mentors within different accelerator programs. And while they don't always offer much value, they certainly do highlight it across their resume and LinkedIn. It is what it is. Lots of people call themselves consultants, and that's fine. I'm not tearing those people down. I'm just saying there is very little difference in often what I've seen in professional consultants and those that are freelancing and just kind of getting it done. But there are lots and lots of places to network and find opportunities within those. So, where would we find some of these freelance opportunities? That's in the form of freelance marketplaces. This allows you to gain experience and work on projects extremely quickly. Joining these freelance marketplaces costs nothing. It allows you to construct a profile, build your portfolio within the platform, and then start searching and filtering by different opportunities that exist. Often, what it comes down to is applying as a freelancer to these projects and being early. That's how you win. A couple of just quick glances at the resource I provided here. So you can see that there's freelance marketplaces, and those are some of the most well-known ones. Upwork has probably been my favorite for a long time. Fiverr's an interesting opportunity. There's Freelancer. There's lots of stuff in here. Join one of these and see if you like it. See if it's something that you can actually do. And the reality is anybody can do this stuff. There isn't really a prerequisite. You can get on and apply for as many projects as your heart desires. This is also to say that there are job boards that hire specific freelance roles. There's certain types of industry or niche only freelance job boards. It just depends on where you want to look. Just a few tips on how to win more freelance opportunities or get into more projects, the tactics that I've used in the past. Go after very niche in demand skills. Everyone can write, right? Like we can agree on that. Now with ChatGPT, it'd be crazy that people are still struggling to find writers. There is such a thing as first in the door or first one kind of gets the win. So some of the earliest applications within the first 24 hours, those are the ones that often get looked at because if you let it sit for a week as somebody that's put out a lot of freelance announcements or asking people to submit their freelance experience in order to potentially do a singular project, you can get dozens, if not hundreds, of applications And yeah, you're not going to look at all of them. Personalizing the application is a huge win. Taking just a moment to write a little bit specifically to them and using ChatGPT or any LLM of your choice to tailor that application will help you stand out in a great way. I've also seen, as I've sort of alluded to earlier, interesting freelance offers that are getting your foot in the door in terms of first month free, money back guarantee, extremely low rate for the first deliverable, or 3 deliverables for the price of one. That way they continue to work with you and use you throughout the process. As I alluded to earlier, there is this idea of the zero price effect or the free effect. So, this is why working for free usually doesn't result in a job. People assign a disproportionately low value to free things and resist paying for something they previously got for free. So use this as an opportunity to build up your portfolio to then go after real paid gigs and never allude to the fact that you're interested in giving discounts or working for free. It's just how it is. It's the nature of the game. Some quick ethics on upskilling while freelancing. People have this weird thing where it's like, should I even be getting paid for something I've never done? It's the imposter effect. Most people are faking everything. This is the imposter syndrome, not imposter effect. It's a similar thing, but the idea is that yes, you can learn literally anything, and whether or not it actually matters is really neither here nor there. If you can deliver on what you claim you can do, then perfect, you're good to go. Go get some freelance jobs, especially if you need to put money in your pocket, as most of us do. How to succeed as a freelancer slash agency. I was a successful owner of a 30-person agency, and I'm happy to go into what worked really well for me and the things that I would continue to do and not do. Let me know if that's of interest, and I'm happy to build that part of the course out as well.